Hey guys, this is Michael. I'm checking to make sure this is working today. It looks like it is working today. Sorry for the video stuff. This is going to be on spacesbox.com. Um, this is I just wanted to go through here real quick and show you. This is Spacesbox YouTube channel. I'm moving some of my content over to a new channel. It's going to be hosted on Bluehost. I'm trying to create a place where I can put all my media, all my content on Bluehost. It might just be there for a month to a year. I'm also asking other creators to come with me if they want. I don't know how to make any money yet with it. I thought we could maybe do advertising, try to bring people in by and also selling products or doing referrals or doing something. I don't know how we're going to do it. Um, it's just- I'm doing this off my seat in my pants. I'm also trying to do some other stuff. I'm trying to do some stuff with EA, and I'm also trying to do stuff with maybe other people. I may be other things than what I am. I may be former president of the world. I may also be I am God. I may be nobody. I might be just a stupid disabled guy that's 54 years old, lives in California, lives on disability, and unfortunately fights voices every day. And unfortunately sees a lot of people, and they look like the same person but different. You know, like I see Jay Two Cents 5 different ways. And I see this guy named Adam, I see in 5 different ways. I swear they're shapeshifters, but I can't prove it, you know? Um, I also walked right past Jay on my way home from working at the pantry at Sonic Catholic Church. Never said hi, never said anything. I have tried contacting him previously. He never said one word to me. I have some friends that I played board games with. Um, Unfortunately, all of them, I start hearing their voices and then they stop talking to me. And then I haven't talked to any of them. But it's the funny thing is one lives real close. He has a degree in um, therapy. He never comes by. I've known him for over 8 years or 5 years. He hasn't came by once since I said, I hear you in my head and I don't know if I want to talk to you. Well, if you're a friend, would you go by your friend and say, "Hey, I've been checking, wanted to check on you"? Yeah, you would. And I went by his work and talked to him at work, but he never came by to say hi. He lives like less than 3 or 4 miles away from me. So maybe he is the voice in my head. I don't know. This is my spacesbox.com, spacesbox YouTube channel. I'm a creator. It says I have 974 subscribers, 563 videos. My 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 I'm my Spacesbox is 20 years old. Um, this is my podcast. It's Spaces Travels Hardware and Software Games too. It has like 320 videos. And then I do have my past live streams that are currently on. I don't know if I'm currently live. Doesn't show my live status of my live video right now. Then this video is from my channel, short format and long format. And then we do have Sim Racing with Michael. And they're my channel, CS 2026. I did a lot of content for CS 2026. Um, and this is some videos that aren't part of CS 2026, but there are videos for CS 26 in here. It should be. I don't see them though. I don't know if somebody screwed with my with my list. And then I have my shorts, um, my different shorts that I did. I've been trying to get a bus station for Route 89, and a um, um, bus station signs and stuff for Route 89, and also another stop at 89 where I can go by the church, what's right beside me. It's Solana Catholic Church. Um, and then also, there's not signage on both either ends of 89. One's in Laguna and one is in Rancho Santa Margarita. And then uh, the Catholic bookstore, Solana Catholic Church has a books place where you can get books. I thought it was pretty cool. Um, it's not where you turn books in; just they usually put religious books on it, and the religious books are Catholic themed, but you can. I'm also wanting to see if I can talk to somebody that sells or gives religious Bibles, so there'd be Bibles in there. I did get one from, I think Gideon's. I found the Gideon Bible there, and then there's also the My Post, and then popular videos, and then Michael Gulde Live, VR with Michael, all s- sim racing with Michael, and then just these are all the channels that I have associated with mine. And then I do have the We Suck at This Clan, it's just a different channel that I did with a friend R, and it's basically just us playing against the computer and against other people on StarCraft 2, and then some other games. And then we have Michael Gulde Live. It's my gaming channel. It's gaming focused. All about gaming, mostly Apex Legends and uh, and and some other games. I did have at one point it was going to Twitch, and it was also going to and it was going to Twitch and also going to YouTube. It did have some sim racing at one time, but now sim racing went to its own channel. And then I do have posts on it, and then I have videos, and then I have my other channels videos. Then I have RC cars and planes and drones. I've been doing some content on it. RC cars and planes and drones has some videos that I've created using a RC controller that's a USB based controller that you can hook up to your computer and play RC cars, planes, and drones. You can do cars with it, but mostly it's for planes and drones. And you can use this controller. I've been trying to sell it on Amazon, and that controller you can play learn how to fly a RC car, RC helicopter, a drone, some type of, and using a program called Real Flight Evolution. Um, and then it's a cool little program. I've been trying to, and also I do have some other videos of me actually using in the shorts of things like um, uh, they have the different of me controlling RC cars or other people watching doing RC cars and them doing a video of them doing it. And then there's shorts of me doing the video, plus there's a short of me showing the RC control. This is it's a NRX DX controller. That's the controller I can use. It's USB based. It connects to your computer, and then you can then be able to fly your remote control car, remote control plane, helicopter, or drone. I did find a controller that adapter that I've been trying to use. It's a Bluetooth adapter. It converts the USB input to Bluetooth, so you can use it for live game streaming, possibly. I haven't tried that yet. This is a RC little car that I bought for $60 or $70 on Amazon. I had one of my friends drive it around. I took video of it, and then I did a long form and short format video of it. Um, on RC Cars, Planes, and Drones with Michael. Then I have Vegan Works. It's on my vegan channel. It's all about vegan food videos related to vegan food, and also videos related to the vegan life. As in, there's videos related to all different things about growing plants and uh, uh, vegan related stuff. I'm not vegan myself. It's just videos related to vegan and eating vegan food and enjoying vegan cuisine. I have some voices in my head that are vegan and they like that type of food, so I wanted to do a challenge just for them, show vegan lifestyle and then how to enjoy. And sometimes vegan food is cheaper and you can enjoy it more because it's cheaper to get and dress, and you don't have to worry about killing an animal. And so I had a nephew at one point that was very much anti killing anything, and he was a vegan. And I respected that he was choosing to be a vegan, and by choosing to be a vegan, he didn't want to hurt any animals. And so I respected that, and that's one of the reasons also I had this channel. And these are some plants I'm growing in the back in my area here in Rancho Santa Maria. And then also I did get some of this food at Salina Catholic Church, and then I bought some of it. Um, and there's the different things. I have lights that I did for growing, different things about different plants and how to grow and make food. And then there's also a charger I found at a library I thought was pretty cool, but mostly it's just me doing vegan stuff. And then we have Michael Voice Stories. This is just stories about my voices in shorts, and then I have the long format um, where tells you about different things, and then also my voices killed my laptop and desktop, and stories about me taking apart the desktop and the laptop, then putting it back together. Then my desktop was also not working, so the voices somehow killed it. I finally got the desktop to work, but I could never get the laptop working again. And then finally, about a year later, it started working again. I don't know what happened. God brought it back, or Jesus, or devil, or something brought it back. It worked for about 6 months, and then now it's dead again. Um, it's a gigabyte laptop. It was nice because had a 460 graphics card, 8 gig, and then it had a uh, Intel i5 processor. It's the, the fastest laptop I had in my life. And then we have VR with Michael. This is just different VR format content from CES 2025. I do have VR content that I didn't put on it from CES 2026. And then I also have a video of one of my friends playing Batman Arkham Shadow, and it's gameplay footage of him just playing that game on his Quest 3S. I was going to do some videos of me playing videos on my Quest 2. That's my VR setup. Um, and then it just and this is me and my headset, um, and some other stuff. And then my podcast related to that. And I've had podcasts on all these different channels. If you want to check them out, they're all different channels of mine are usually have podcasts. I did go to the space game footage and interviews. Well, for that channel was a brand new. This is my newest channel, and I went to this event at IGN and went to that event and talked to some various people about their games and their game studios, and talked about them and tried to learn more about them and their game studio and their games that they were producing for their game studio. Then Cooking with Space is my cooking channel, and I also have podcasts related to. I have more podcasts on each channel than all is on Cooking with Space, aka Michael Gulde. I have um, four different podcasts with and the barbecue event. I did spend $130 to go. Took a loan to go to it. It was in Mission Viejo. It was a really cool event. I spent a lot of time there taking video of different things at the barbecue event. Then I do create. I At one point I did use this sauce, barbecue steak sauce. I used this red barbecue sauce, but then I did start creating my own sauces too after that, and then the avocado, and then some other stuff. I tried to create my own food and content. And for some odd reason, some of my videos that on my other channels, Google somehow put them on this channel. I don't know why, but I found like a video of me in Office Depot on this channel, and it should be actually on my um, Office on Spaces box. I don't know why. Anyway, and this is Sim Racing with Michael. Sim Racing with Michael is all about sim racing and the sim racing life. I did try to talk to the Marty Carter mods people about trying to sim race or do sim racing with um, um, there's a Boosted Media is out in Australia, but I love sim racing. I learned some of my voices like to do sim racing, and since I was spending time doing sim racing and dealing with my voices, I learned to do sim racing. My sim cockpit is broken right now, but the cockpit is broken, but the so I'm trying to get it back and working, but I like to sim race. There's various videos of me sim racing. I have different games on it. I'm Rally is one of the ones I'd like to try out. Set of courses for Rally. I did get a set of course of Evo and all the other set of courses. I did comment also. I did go and see the Thermal Take booth at CES 2026. Um, I did see I did see at 2026, and then also I did see the a lot of other booths for in short format on the um, CES 2026 of sim racing. I need to update videos. Most of them are all put on Spaces Box. I did talk about the um, hoping to get to the Sim Racing Expo. My aunt lived out near it. I wanted to see if I could somehow stay with her and go to it. I did also. Um, there was other things I wanted to do. I also talked about NVIDIA and stuff like that, about them. NVIDIA was at one point a GPU only company, then it became a AI company. Then I think it still can be AI company, but it shouldn't lose its roots. Its roots were making game cards for people to play games on. And then it also did chipsets, and then it also did well, it could also do chipsets for phones. It says it can do chipsets for doing controlling remote control cars. Can you sell more phones than you can sell cars? I thought, why NVIDIA want to do that? And they did have their tablet uh, game console type thing that was pre Steam Deck. And it was similar to Steam Deck, and I still think they could come out with something better than Steam Deck. But they could also come out to work with Steam OS, and NVIDIA and Apple have a problem. You know, NVIDIA doesn't want to work with Apple, and they need to work with each other because we need to become more flexible and more adaptable. And the content is more, you know, people enjoy NVIDIA, people enjoy Apple, and people enjoy Steam. And now Steam came out with something to do stuff on ARM. So if Steam and Apple work together on ARM, then they could have Apple Silicon, and then external GPU could be a NVIDIA GPU, and then you can actually game on an Apple device competitively. And then there's also Steam Deck with Space Racer MJG. These are just my videos to try and talk about me playing this with a Steam Deck. I bought a Steam Deck and modified it heavily from a 256 to a 2 terabyte, and then I also um, installed Windows, and then I installed SteamOS, and then I was going to install Bazite, and then I was going to install um, and their operating system. But I did find something cool in Spaces Box was a thing for the Raspberry Pi what would install whatever operating system you wanted to try, and it would fill up the hard drive or the SD card with all these different operating systems. And I was able to learn things about different operating systems on that because I did it with one and put it in my Raspberry Pi and was able to learn something about the different Linux operating systems. I thought something like that for the it's called Quim or something like that could be used for the same OS, and then you can that way if you want something to do, if you want it for not and maybe Steam could require that if it was uh, on the Steam if it was if Quim wanted to work with Steam, they would have to have Steam the application on all the operating systems that they installed onto the device. Don't know. And then this is who'd be Michael Gulde, my website for linking right now. My new linking site was michaelgulde.com. It is currently down. I went from um, having I bought it and Michael Gulde was going to be just my linking stuff for my home stuff. I was going to connect to my computers at home through michaelgulde.com. And then I decided to make it my linking and just head site. So that's what it's going to be. Then I was going to do that through and when I got connected with that, I was gonna do um, different things, and then yeah. And but this is it. It just has different stuff. Sometimes on Sunday nights, like tonight, there is a country western station on here called Cat Country that I listen to, and I listen to country western music, the top 60 or top 40, and voices in my head come here and dance at my house, and I sometimes dance with my family and friends in my head, maybe. Humble Bundle, I have, you know, um, Simply Amused Band is my friend. StarTech is the company that was the first company a long time that gave me a donation. PC Cooler, CPS, Air Coolers was the first company that gave me a cooler. But then they did at one point ask to do me something at the CES 2026. And then they changed their mind and said, we don't just send you a cooler. And I didn't have the stuff to get it to work right, so I never installed it because the machine I put it on was a socket 4 machine that was completely broken. I later broke the motherboard in half and still had the processor, but the motherboard was bad and I couldn't get it to function anymore. So I had to upgrade to the SU Socket 5 motherboard and a 7600 processor, and then I did get had a NVIDIA so, um, 970, then I went to an AMD 9700, and then I went back to a 3700 and NVIDIA. And now I'd love to upgrade and love to do more things. I am CS 2025, 2026 media, and also media through Computex. And then this is some proposals and some other stuff I have written. Yeah, this is my media badge information, Computex, and this is my old business card. But this is showing that I was media at 2026, I was media at 2025, and I was media at Computex. And this is just a Bible thing, so I was so people want to join. This is me with my dad nursing around before he died with a tumor. This is I usually get $1,199 through Social Security disability. Kind of sucks living on that. You really can't live on that. I do get housing, lower price housing because of through friendship, but it doesn't help that much because I have so many bills. And then I also did these trips trying to, and then I got behind on bills, but also I did focus on trying to make my life better, and I have been making my life better. I've been trying to make some money. I'm looking at some schools to possibly go out volunteering to work at schools or going back to work as a manager since I did get a manager degree at the University of North Texas. Then the housing, Salvation House, and uh, was home majorly homeless more than a few times in my life. In Salvation Army, I was in the outgoing program. I was homeless actually at my dad's office. I was also homeless a couple times in my dad's office, and then I did go to California, stayed with my sister's uncle, took care of him. Then my sister sent me home. I went to Salvation Army, and then I then was working at Office Depot, going to Best Buy, and then later went to Best Buy to Office Depot, and then I lost the job and had to move in with my brother. Then came out here, and then I did work in Colorado, trying to work, and then I went to out here. I tried to get work, but I didn't, and I got disability, and then got to homeless support housing, and then I appreciate my brothers and sisters, both mentions Church of the Master for battery replacement and also for food on Sunday nights sometimes when they had it, and then the Church of Christ Comfort Cafe for giving food in their pantry. They're also the Comfort uh, um, South County Outreach. It's a great, um, um, and then there's St. Killian's Church, what does the pantry, and then Sonic Catholic Church, where I volunteer and work at the pantry. I appreciate them, and then also um, I appreciate um, PayPal and Patreon memberships. So far, I haven't really got any money from either of those, and I don't know why. Sometimes I think Donald Trump is controlling my finances, and so I can't get access to my money. I don't know if that's true or not. Um, and then I also had physical donations, and those were the USB device, the what was like $60, I guess, and then I had a $40 thing to charge my iPhone, and then I had a cooler was $40, so that's 60 plus 40, 140. And then my brother gave me some vitamins, was 30 maybe, and then he tried to help me with phone service. And then he tried some, and then somebody else did something else, but basically that's it. And the donations. This would be Spaces Boxes, but it's up, but it's currently down. These are my links. Check out with my affiliate links at Patreon. Michael Gulde, Vegan Works with Michael, Cooking with Space Hiking, Michael Gulde, all my podcasts. Spaces Box charities. I hope you support. These are different charities on Spaces Box. There's Toby Keith charity. There's charity for for the militaries. There's also charities for like St. Jude and Child's Play. I did meet a lady at Child's Play at the IGN, and she was a really nice lady. VR was Michael Goldie Live. Sim Racing with Michael. Those are all down currently because I'm signing those up with Bluehost right now. Um, Marie She Treasures, I did at time host, but now she has it on her own. She's kind of mad. I should have took this off. This is her link. Simply Muse is a friend of mine. He does music. It's Mrs. Box. I appreciate my family, YouTube family, Facebook family, TikTok family, X family. Um, Spaces Box and Spaces Box Media family, and God and Jesus, people of light. And this is me going to the bathroom. This is if you want to donate to me through. I am gonna later play some games on do Apex Legends, I guess, and do that, and then I'm gonna enjoy playing Apex, and then enjoy um, um, streaming that and playing that, and maybe or just listening to the country western music. I might stream till 6 o'clock, and at 6 o'clock, listen to the concert for the next 4 or 5 hours of the top 40 country westerns. And then there's also Taylor Swift's new song on there, and some other new songs on there. And then this is my uh, thing if I have my main window. Currently, I don't have a game up, and I don't have anything on currently. Anyway, I appreciate you watching today. Thank you for coming live to spacesbox.com and Spacesbox Media, and also appreciate your time and support. Please click like and support me. Click and share my streams and share my channels. Most of my channels do have podcasts. Check those all out, and also check out my uh, my channels on TikTok, Instagram, X, and other social media avenues like Facebook and then also, if you know anybody that can help, let me know. If I can help you, let me know. If you can help me, I appreciate you. You can let me know also.